This is Zach, and this is Ancient Asheville Now. Did you know that Asheville was once in territory called New France? In 1754 to 1763, France and some indigenous tribes was at war with the British Empire and some Cherokees. Well, the Cherokee Nation. And nothing tells the story better than this earthworks mound in West Asheville called Harry's on the Hill. It's a car dealership. It has this Buick, which is a British name, and Cadillac, which is a French name, and it was built back in 1934 on top of this earthworks pyramid mound by Harry Martin, Chief Justice of the Eastern Band of the Cherokee Nation. Also, there's this giant statue of Chief Pontiac, who fought in the French and Indian War against the British Empire, and fought against the Cherokee to stop the British Empire from coming all the way to the Mississippi River. Now, the Mississippi Valley here was dominated by the indigenous tribes and the French. And the French and Indian War, which took place mostly up in the Great Lakes, was where most of the battles went. So the indigenous tribes and the French would gather here in the Mississippi Valley and through the river networks move up to the Great Lakes area, mainly where there's one part of the war is where Detroit stands now. And Detroit was a city founded by Anton Cadillac. He was the French governor of Louisiana back in the 1700s. And of course, that's where the name Cadillac comes from, the premier American car. The war, the British Empire won and colonized the rest of the United States, of course. And through that colonization and process that happened, all these beautiful earthwork pyramid mounds, like this one here in Cahokia, which is in St. Louis on the Mississippi River, a giant mound called Monk's Mound, pyramid mound. All these mounds were destroyed. So when we come back down to Asheville here in West Asheville and look at the Harry's on the Hill earthworks mound, this is the same type of earthworks pyramid mound. It's a mixture of materials. And the Eastern Band of Cherokee is here. It's in a big area here. There's the Cherokee National Forest to the north of here. And this whole area is the home of the Cherokee Nation, Eastern Band. And this is Harry's on the Hill that shows the blend of the cultures of the French and the English and the Cherokee here. And this is Zach, and this is Ancient Asheville Now, and in our next videos we'll talk a little bit more about the composition of Harry's on the Hill earthworks pyramid mound.